Hi everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another What Sold. This is going to be part one. A cool thing in this one, like the title probably said, I did sell an empty box for $250, which is crazy. Definitely an awesome sale there, and it's something to look out for. It's crazy what people find valuable or what you can make money on. So definitely tune into that. It should be in the middle of the video somewhere. And at some point you will see me talk about some shipping stuff, and there will be more sales after that. So don't tune out if you still want to see some more sales, but I do talk a little bit about some shipping quotes on some of the items that I'm shipping out just to give some reference on what it costs. But hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is having lots of sales. I'm actually excited because I think I will be able to go to some garage sales this weekend, hopefully, which would be awesome. Definitely anxious to get back out there and see if we can find anything. But again, take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey everyone, we're back with the sales for Monday. Let's get right into, I think, 9 sales in total. We got Le Creuset. This is a number E. It's the orangish, the fiery orange lid or whatever. You'll see on the screen. I wrapped it in bubble because this was packed with other Le Creuset stuff, and I did not want the lid to break. Even though this stuff's like cast iron or whatever it is, they still can crack and break. You got to be careful. But this was just the lid. It sold for $40 shipped. I don't know if it was on sale or what it was, but $40 shipped on that. I spent like $260 or $300 on a whole bunch of Le Creuset stuff. We already sold probably almost 300 in just Le Creuset. Of the orange kind, I still have 3 more pieces left. And I got a bunch of other stuff. It was an awesome buy. I was super pumped about it. And I'm happy that stuff keeps selling. Look out for Le Creuset. Here is another awesome sale. This is a Bible, the Kenneth E. Hagen Faith Edition. This one came out of a recent buy for about $260. Came with a bunch of Bible story books. This Bible, just kind of odds and ends, a bunch of CDs, hip hop CDs, and this sold for a best offer of $70 shipped. The last one that sold for I think 45 shipped plus, or 45 plus shipping. There were none listed. I listed mine for $90 and took a best offer of $70. More than happy with that. A couple of inks, 802 sold for 48 shipped. Really good deal there. And the 273 XL sold for 15 shipped. So no complaints. Harry Potter Wii just kind of really messed up artwork there. The game itself is okay. Comes with the manual. That sold for like 10 shipped. This is a Henselite home carpet biased bowls. You can kind of see those there. This thing was, I think, $5 at a estate sale. It was the only thing I bought. It was out in the garage with a bunch of junk, I guess, really, and it was just sitting on a shelf. Picked it up, and this sold for 54 shipped. Super heavy, but awesome deal. 5 into 54, you can't beat that. Here is a werewolf plaque. This is an animated one. It does work. I sold this for 31 shipped. It's actually fairly light. It's plastic. I think I paid $5. I got 2 for $5 or 2 for $8. There was another Halloween one, and unfortunately that one did not work, so I had to throw that one away, and it was kind of broken. I didn't realize it, but this one worked well. He went for 32 shipped. And I sold another a Halloween item. This is a Spooky Town. Look out for Spooky Town by Lemax or Lemex or whatever. Their stuff does well. I bought 4 of these buildings for $30 probably a couple years, 3 years ago. My wife and I were probably just married then. I took forever to list them because they didn't come with power cords, but I ended up selling them. I found a cord that did work with them. I tested them out. Most of them work, but they have a lot of broken pieces. This one took a best offer of 50 shipped. And lastly, a Jesse James workwear, size large, West Coast choppers. You can see the logo there. Just a button front shirt, kind of plain. Paid $6 at a Goodwill, sold for 28 shipped on a best offer. Happy to get rid of it. So that's it for right now. I'll show you guys if anything else sells. Hey everyone, final sales from Monday. First, a correction. Some of you may have seen this, but this is actually the Spooky Town house or village part that sold. It's Boogeyman's Hangout. This one sold for $50 shipped. I grabbed the other one, went to pack it up, and I'm like, wait a second, I thought it was, the Boogeyman one, and then it turned out I had the wrong one. So this one did sell again. I had spent $30 on 4 of these. We sold one for, I think, 80, one for 90, then one for 50, somewhere around there, and then we have one left. So we did really well, and most of them were broken or had issues, no power cords, things like that. Look out for those things. A couple of Nintendo DS cases here. These 3 sold for 8 shipped on sale, I think. So not too bad. They'll go first class. We'll get them out of here. And lastly, this is a Medela breast pump. It's the pump and style one. This one was $10 at a garage sale. No, $5 at a garage sale. Sorry. It does work. It doesn't have all the parts though. Like it has the motor and everything, but doesn't have all the extra bottles and the storage cooler and all the other stuff you could potentially have. The last one I sold for 60 because it had everything. This one I sold for 40, basically with the pump and a couple of tubes and things like that. So $40 shipped on this. Pretty good deal for $5. Ends up going about, I don't know, that $12 range or so to ship it, maybe 14 FedEx, something like that. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the sales for Tuesday. Pretty cool day here. Let's get into it. This is a puzzle selling, a Super Bowl tickets puzzle. I think I paid $3 or $4 for this at a Goodwill, and it finally sold after years for $21.59. It's going to go just over a pound. Probably costs around that $8 to $10 to ship it. Not really worth it, but I am happy to get it out of here. Usually with puzzles now, I don't want to spend more than $1 or so if they're sealed, unless it's something that I already know is pretty unique and going to sell well. Here is the Lego Dino set, 5882. This is from the $1,600 Lego and toy buy. That sold for like 45 shipped. Here is a Antonio Gates Pro Bowl jersey. I forgot what year it's from, but this one sold for 40 shipped on a best offer. I had paid, I think, $10 for that. Paid up for it, but it did sell for 40 shipped. This is a Western General little vacuum tube here, 5755. Just one of them. Sold it as is, and it sold for 50 shipped. Comes in that little box. We'll get that packed up. That was a global shipping. Here's an Epson 77 ink. It's open box. It sold for 45 shipped. Actually, a drop shipper bought this and asked me to get rid of the box and just sell the bagged ink, ship it out to his customer. Super nice guy. I don't care if he drop ship me. I'm still making money anyways. This is a cassette from the big cassette buy, the Paris Unleashed. Sold for $10 shipped, so nothing crazy there. A couple of video game type stuff. This Zelda Breath of the Wild sound selection came with a Nintendo Switch, I believe. Sold for 24 shipped. This Zelda game sold for 13 shipped. This is Microsoft Office 2003. This one's brand new sealed. Oh, sorry about that. I'll have to put a little blocker on there so you guys don't see the code. But that sold for 17 shipped, something like that. Despicable Me for the Wii sold for like 9 or 10 shipped. Another HP 61 ink went for 15. These woodworking things, there's, I don't know, 13 of them, 14 of them. I bought them for $2 at a garage sale. They sold for like 40 or 50 shipped for all of them. That was awesome. They only took like a week to sell. So super happy with that. Some more toys from the $1,600 buy. This is a Magna Guard and a Senate Guard. Same buyer bought them both, and they sold for about 90 shipped combined. So pretty good deal there. And that's my son there. Say hi, buddy. He's helping. Homedics massager here, the PA100A. Sorry about the focus, guys. There we go. This was $5 at a garage sale, and that sold for, I think, 40, 45, 47, somewhere in there ships. So that's everything, guys. I think there's a couple more things, though, to show you in the next clip that I'll have to pick up tomorrow. Hey, everyone. Final sales from Tuesday. Baby Bjorn. This is, it is in here. It's not brand new. It has a couple of stains. My wife cleaned it according to the specifications there, and most of the stains came out. There was like one about that size that did not. It does work nicely though. She got it all set up and put it on, and it does work. This sold for 38 shipped, so pretty good deal there. Probably cost 10 or 12 to ship it, maybe a little bit less. It's not too heavy depending on where it's going. T84 Plus, this one's got a name on it, but that sold for 55 shipped, something like that. Croc for PS1 Greatest Hits sold for 9. And then Call of Duty, sorry about that. A little lot here of 3 Call of Duty games for PS2. These sold for like 19 shipped for the pair of them, for the set of them. I think they might just make first class. They're pretty light. I think one's missing a manual too, so it's a little bit lighter. If not, they'll go padded flat rate. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with the what's sold for Wednesday. Pretty good day. Not a huge quantity, a good quantity, but 2 really big items that I'm happy to get out of here. And it'll be fun packing tonight. But let's start it off with some desert camo. These are the frogs type pants. You can kind of tell inside there's a little tag that said frogs on them. This is a size small, regular. This one sold for 32 shipped. It was I bought a bunch of stuff for $4 each, all the military stuff. And that one happened to be in, that one went for 32 shipped. So pretty good deal. A yearbook, a T.O. Kali from 1967. Yearbook here. This one ended up selling for 25 shipped on the best offer. You can see it's got some aging there. This was from the storage unit guy. Like I've told you before, when I buy from him, I'll just throw all the yearbooks into my pile. If he has any, I usually pick them up and do okay. Couple of System of a Down CDs, Steal This Album and Toxicity. Those sold for 8 shipped. Not a whole lot, but really easy sale. Only took like a week or so to sell them, so can't complain there. And they go medium mail, so it's going to cost like $2.80 to ship them. Some Adidas Lakers shoes. You can kind of see there. There's the Lakers logo. These were $5 or $6 at a thrift store. I love going to that thrift store, but I don't get to go there that often. It's a little far away. But these ended up selling for 40 shipped on a best offer, which I thought was a pretty good deal. They still need a little bit more cleaning. I did the best I could with the time I had, but hopefully someone can fix them up a little better. NFL Blitz sold for like 5 and some change, disc only. Probably wouldn't list that one again. Walking Dead sold for 7 and some change. Again, might not list. It's okay. It goes first class. A couple little sales. Scarface, My Homies, the double cassette. This sold for like 24 shipped. That's from the $20 cassette buy. We just keep selling cassettes, and we probably will for the next year or two. This is one of those little Franklin Webster dictionaries. This one is the DBE 1440. This one does work. Sold for 24 shipped. It was in a filler bag, not a filler bag. It was in a bag for at Savers, one of those little bags they hang on the wall. And I ended up getting it for like $4 plus tax, but I got a little bit of a 20% off discount. All that good stuff. Ended up selling it for 24 shipped, so pretty good deal there. An Amazon Fire Stick remote, I believe this is. I forgot the model number, but this one sold for 15 shipped. Crazy thing about this, guys, some people were selling them for 15, and then some were selling them for 8, 7, 6. I listed mine for 15, and it sold within like 6 days. So you don't have to be the lowest price person always. Sometimes you can ask a little bit higher and get the price you want. This is really cool. It's a Ron Lee ski resort. There you go, it's Ron Lee. I guess there's a lot of stuff with clowns. Kind of see that clown guy down there. This one was from 1990. This thing is heavy. It's like a big piece of like marble or something. It was $10 at a garage sale. Lady had no idea. It was a younger lady. She goes, I don't even know how we got this, but $10. I bought it for $10 because I thought it was worth money. I couldn't find a comp when I was there, but I just took a chance. And unfortunately, I broke this off. So when I put it in the car, garage sale that day, something else slid and kind of hit it, and I guess went like that, and it kind of ripped it off. I probably could have got $250 to $300 for this if it worked and I waited for the right buyer. With this broken, I ended up selling it for like $160 shipped, which I'm still not sure how good of a deal it's going to be. This thing is super heavy. It's going to have to be padded, bubble wrapped into a box with some void fill. Then that box is going to be, void fill around there. Definitely has to be double boxed. It's going to go FedEx based on the weight. We'll see how we do. I think we're going to spend $70 to ship this one just based on the weight. Maybe a little less. Maybe we'll get away with it. It's going to like Wisconsin, so it's not all the way to the East Coast, but it's still going to be pretty pricey. It's still super cool. It's dusty because I've had it for a while. I got a lot of offers on this thing for 100, 120, but it's on sale now for like 20% off, and that's why it's sold. I really didn't want to take any lower than that because of how heavy it is. And then lastly, this is a Vectrex arcade system. Just the box, though. It's just an empty box. You guys can kind of see that. This was from Storage Unit Guy. I paid $4.50 that day. I got this and Coca-Cola vintage like 40s cooler and some, or 50s cooler and some other, a bunch of other stuff. But this guy sold for $2.50 on the best offer. If you have this system in the box, getting $700 would be definitely within the realm of a real possible offer, and maybe even more depending on condition and all that. But look out for this guy. If you ever see something like this, definitely do your research, probably comp it because it might be worth your time. Again, $2.50 on this box, and those of you who are worried about someone buying just a box only, I already messaged the guy and asked him if he knew it was box only. He said he did. He has 2 Vectrex systems, one complete in the box and one with only the styrofoam, so he wants my box to replace, to finish that set, I should say, so it has its own box. He said he was super happy with it, and we went back and forth on the offer until we got to $2.50. So the cool thing about this one is it's really pretty easy to pack. I'm just going to put some void fill in here that I have just to kind of get the box nice and full so the lid's not pushing down or anything like that. Then we'll put a layer of bubble wrap around it, and then this will go in a box. And though it's big, it'll cost a little bit to ship, but it basically weighs nothing. So we'll get this packed up and out of here, and I'll show you guys if anything else sells. Okay, everyone, here's just a little, the shipping screen for the Vectrex. Maybe I can show you that. Right there, you can see on the left, the Vectrex box. This one ended up costing, it's going to cost $31.70 to ship it home delivery. It's actually a little over 4 pounds, but we marked it at 5 pounds, and the dimensions are 19, 15, 15. For priority mail, it would have been like $71, $72, parcel 70 something. Smart Post only 39, but home delivery 31 shipped. And the other big package, which I should have done this before, guys, it was the Ron Lee statue. That one was in a 23, 19, 15 box or something like that, and it's actually double box. That one was 40 pounds, only cost 37 to ship it to Wisconsin. So pretty good home delivery. It is a cheaper option for those bigger items, but we'll get this one packed up and out of here. Oh, and here's the actual box so you guys can kind of see what I ended up doing. Had to kind of Frankenbox this one to make it work. Final sale from Wednesday, guys. This is a Jack's Pacific eye clop, so you can kind of see it there. This one was a little dirty, beat up. Does work, but you can see it's got a mark there. I couldn't get that one out. It's a little dusty because it's been sitting in storage, but we'll wipe it down one more time. These things look out from, there's a couple different styles. They have, they look a little different. One is like, looks like 3 little pieces, like a big piece that goes over your forehead, and then 2 pieces over your eye. This is kind of the one that I always seem to find, but sold for 37 shipped. Does work. Again, just listed it kind of in rough shape, but the inside, the batteries, everything works good. It's like a night vision type goggle thing. So look out for these. 37 shipped on that. Probably will cost 8 to 10 to ship it. Hey everyone, we're back with the sales from Thursday. Another good day. Cannot complain. Happy to move some stuff out of here, so let's get into it. This thing is a Fallout Toy Works Volume 1, like a little comic, or I guess it'd be a comic. This thing was sold for 9 shipped. It should still go first class. It's not too heavy. That ended up being a big buy for 10 bucks. It was a bunch of different comics and some manga and some stuff like that. It was a great deal because there were a couple pieces worth like 20 or 30 bucks in there, and that was one of the lower end ones that finally sold. Got drop shipped on this Sony RMT V402B remote. This one ended up selling for $970 something shipped, something like that on sale. So happy to get rid of that. Tin Star Super Nintendo game sold for 9 shipped. Funny thing about this was the guy messaged me, guy or girl, and said, is this the actual game, the picture of the actual game you're selling? Which it was. I don't use stock images. I don't recycle images. So that was a good question I got. That sold for 9 shipped. Medal of Honor Airborne. This game always sells. Sold for 12 shipped for me. Pretty good game for a 360 if you can find it. It always seems to, like I said, sell pretty well. 61 Tricolor, another one of the HP inks. Sorry for the focus. Expired 2018. That one sold for 15 shipped. Here's an Apple TV. I forgot what generation it is. You'll see on the screen. The cord's kind of like got that like chalkiness to it, but sold it as is for like 37 shipped. I think you can get about 45 or 50. It does power up and seem to work, but that's as far as I tested it. G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra figure. This is from the $1,600 toy buy. This sold for 14 shipped, something like that, first class. Here's some Reebok CrossFit shoes. I forgot which ones these are called. I'm sorry. They don't have insoles, which I didn't really notice when I saw them. I knew they were the U-form. I knew they were pretty good shoes, and I was like, oh, cool. How much the price? And the bottom was like $6. I'm like, wow, they're in pretty decent shape overall. And just threw them in the bag or the cart or whatever, and then didn't even check to see there's no insoles. They're a smaller size too. They're women's, but these sold for a best offer of 50 shipped with no insoles. I'm pretty happy about that. Here's a Monk DVD series. It's a complete series. Sold for 40 shipped. This was like 10 or 15 bucks. I think 10 at a garage. So I've had it for over a year now. Finally lowered the price. It was on sale for like 43 bucks. Someone messaged me and said they do 40, and I took it. So happy to get rid of it. I obviously was way off when I priced that DVD set because it should have sold a lot quicker. It's a pretty popular TV series, so it's one of those ones if I priced it right, it would have moved a long time ago. And lastly, a Ford Cornerstone. This is one of those HO series models. This is the tire plant. A little damage here to the front, but this building sold for 90 shipped, or it was listed for 90 shipped. I paid 150 bucks for 15 buildings and a couple of trains. So basically about 10 bucks a building, but the trains will be worth some money too. This one ended up selling for a best offer of 75 shipped. It looks like it's brand new inside, but the guy told me, I sent some pictures, and he said, looks like 2 of the windows have some damage from what he could tell, so he wasn't going to pay the full price. He wanted to pay 75, and he would try to fix up the pieces. I thought that was pretty good. I'm a little leery, just to hope that he doesn't come back and say he wants a partial refund, so we'll see. But likely he's only going one state over, so shipping's going to be really, really affordable for this. So that's why I took the offer. So that's it for right now, guys, and I will show you if anything else sells. Everyone, I forgot to mention this part of the sale. I don't think so. This is The Different World. Pretty valuable DVD set, season 1. If you can find it, I think it goes for like 30 or 40 shipped used. I bought this one. It's a 4 CD set. 3 of the CD are actually for different episodes, and there's also a bonus episode there, which is like bonus features or whatever. Well, I bought it, and when I opened it up, there were 4 CDs in there, so I'm like, oh, everything's good. Well, it turned out one of them was for a different TV series, so not valuable or anything. So I ended up not having a complete set. I decided to part it out, listed season 1, disc 1 and 2, and the same person bought them for like 12 shipped each just for the discs, and then I still have the bonus one left, so we're going to go ahead and get those 2 shipped out. So I paid $4 for it. Going to end up getting 24 shipped out of those 2 discs. I may never sell the bonus feature one, but definitely happy with the move to list them. It was a way to make a few extra bucks. Final sale, everyone, from Thursday, I think it is. Sorry. Gallop Racer 2004 for the PS2. So it's like 18 and some change on sale. These Gallop Racer games do sell. Some of them sell better than others. If you get like a bunch of them, you can lob them together and they sell as well. But for some reason, there is a little following for them. So definitely kind of an oddball game you might be able to find out that you should be able to make some money on.